Hello and welcome back to Pokémon Platinum, where today we will hopefully be getting some Battle Tower ribbons, and also in not Pokémon Platinum, we will hopefully be getting a shiny Yveltal. But whether that happens or not is not entirely up to me. But hey. We are going to be starting off with some single battles. I am going to realize that I have misplaced my stylus. That's unfortunate. I know it's got to be somewhere around here. I just don't know exactly where. Well, thankfully I've got a stylus in my other 3DS, so I can just grab that one for now. Yes, Outlander, indeed. Hopefully we won't need to employ Super Giratina. Super Palkia and Super Dialga are enough. Okay, so let's see here. Lealoon, Latios, and Cuthbert has been a pretty solid combination. Question then is it a solid enough combination that it can withstand being used in a different order? Because ideally, I get to Palmer with Lealoon in front, because that way, at least, we have an answer to Cresselia right away. I'm going to give it a shot. Though this may make it just immensely harder to actually get to Palmer. I need to diet. I have to get out jogging. Exercise and diet are two different things. Jogging is not part of a diet. Got Jogger Colt. I do like that I have a Shadow Ball for this Slowking right away. I don't like that it survived and is using its own in return. This thing's got a Lumberry, Psychic Shadow Ball, Signal Beam, and Focus Blast. And hey, we survived its Shadow Ball better than it survived ours. That's probably down to our choice specs. Shiftry up next. Well, we know someone who's quadruply effective against that. This Shiftry has a White Herb, Leaf Storm, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, and Shadow Ball, and it missed with... What did it use? Did it use Focus Blast? Why would it use Focus Blast? Because Shadow Ball doesn't miss, Dark Pulse doesn't miss, does Leaf Storm miss? Did it use Leaf Storm? Leaf Storm misses. All I saw was the word missed. I didn't see what missed. Nice miss with Focus Blast. Saw it that time. Oh, and we crit. So, quadruply effective and crit. I don't think the crit was necessary there, Cuthbert. But you do you. Alright, let's Brick Break this monkey. That actually hurt more than I expected it to. Wait a sec. What ability does Ambipom have? Technician or pickup? Am I looking at the right jogger? Because this Ambipump's supposed to have a life orb. Did I just miss when it took life orb recoil? Is it going to knock itself out with this aerial ace? Oh, yes. I did miss when it took life orb recoil. Okay. I'll launch an avalanche of moves. I'll test your limits of endurance. Okay, so we've got a Ruin Maniac. Pen. Opening with a Gliscor. So this Gliscor has Focus Sash, Guillotine, Earthquake, U-Turn, and Counter. Please be using Counter. That's not Counter. I'm guessing it saw a KO. Or, no, it didn't see a KO. Of course, it certainly sees a KO now. Nice crit. Love to see it. So, there is 0 chance that Gardevoir survives another Earthquake, so let's go ahead and swap to Latios, because it definitely sees a KO with Earthquake, so maybe it's using it. Or it's using U-Turn. Okay, we've swapped in for a super effective U-Turn. Could have been worse. Flygon. White Herb, Draco Meteor, Earth Power, Flamethrower, and Giga Drain. Let's see if it takes this Dragon Pulse. If Gardevoir was a Fairy type already, I would be swapping right back to her for the Draco Meteor, but looks like we're fine. And there's Gliscor back again. But it doesn't outspeed us, so it's just gone. And a Swampert in back. Okay. And we know this thing doesn't have a Focus Sash, which I believe means we just win because we've still got our Gardevoir who outspeeds it and can hit it for quadruply effective. Yeah, this thing's Expert Belt, Muddy Water, Earth Power, Ice Beam, and Counter. Lealoon, who uses Energy Ball, and then the Swampert is gone. It is deleted from the game. I think I'll try out the TM the woman next door gave me. I don't believe we've fought this person before. Europa. Okay, so we got a Floatzel in front. It probably knows Crunch. Yep, Aqua Tail, Ice Fang, Crunch, and Brick Break. With a Razor Fang as its item. So it's going for flinches, I suppose. I think we survive a crunch from a Floatzel. I could be wrong, but I think we do. Yeah, Outlander, that is true. It is not legal to access your inventory and use TMs during a Battle Tower challenge, so clearly this person should be disqualified and I should just get a bye for this round. But unfortunately, they're not gonna let that slide. Okay, this here Kangaskhan has Giga Impact, Earthquake, Crunch, and Outrage. It definitely sees a KO, but it probably sees a KO with any of those moves, which means we can't make any decisions about what to swap in other than, hey, Cuthbert resists everything but Earthquake. Outrage. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping to see Crunch. And the Kangaskhan has a muscle band, so just all its physical moves are boosted a bit. I would have liked to see more from that Brick Break. Mainly because there's no guarantee that this second Brick Break will actually score the KO. But this Outrage shouldn't score a KO. And that Brick Break might. But if it doesn't, we have Bullet Punch. Doesn't even matter that the Kangaskhan's confused. Would have liked to see a 2-turn Outrage instead of a 3-turn one, but whatever. Thank you, Bullet Punch, for existing. Just imagine if this was a Technician Scizor. Bullet Punch would be so much nicer. But no, it's Swarm. But I guess that means this X Scissor is going to be stronger. Goodbye, Hypno. What TM did you even use? Or was she using the TM by holding it during battle? Because that's not how they work. Oh, hey, it's the Uho guy. Hiker Rocky, I believe he is. Yeah, Hiker Rocky. We've seen him a few times. Oh, and he's got a Swampert out front. We've seen this exact Swampert many a time, and we know that this button right here deletes it from the game. Oh, a Whiskash too. Zoom Lens, Hydro Pump, Earth Power, Blizzard, and Fissure. I don't like the Fissure, but this button might delete it from the game. Thank you, sir, for bringing a team so very weak to grass. Oh snap, we even get to use grass on this one. This Dawnfan has Lax Incense, Earthquake, Gyro Ball, Fire Fang, and Thunder Fang. Which means Gyro Ball is the only thing it could use to hit Latios for neutral damage. And, it's a little late for that. Nice sweep, Leoloon. I heard that. I may be old enough to be your mom, but I'm still young. I said absolutely nothing about your age. Also, if you're old enough to be my mom, you're not that young. Pandora. So the two Poke fans we can find at this level of play are Europa and Pandora. How very classical. So this Medicham has a scope lens, Psycho Cut, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. Let's go ahead and Shadow Ball it. And hope that we don't get completely obliterated by that Thunder Punch. Okay, we can get off a Shadow Ball, no problem. And I expect a super effective Choice Specs Shadow Ball should get rid of a Medicham. Yes. Mr. Mime? Well, hey, we're locked into Shadow Ball. But he's using Shadow Ball and probably using it better than we are, honestly. Yeah, he's also got Choice Specs, so, at least he's locked into it, which means that we got someone here who resists it and is going to either force a switch or else take a Mime. Of course it got the special defense drop. Of course. Mime taken. And Infernape in back. So that's bad news for Cuthbert. Incredibly bad news for Cuthbert. Let's just do a quadruply resisted Bullet Punch just to get some damage in there. This Infernape has a King's Rock with Flare Blitz, Close Combat, Earthquake, and Thunder Punch. And yeah, there was zero chance in any universe of Cuthbert surviving that Flare Blitz after already having its Focus Sash broken by the Mime. But good news, Latios Psychic is going to get rid of this Infernape, so we're fine. Alright, last trainer between us and Palmer. Oh no, it's Money and Time Lady again. Antonia, I believe? I'm pretty sure I've already lost to Antonia like 3 times. And we've got a Walrein in front. So, Walrein, it's one of those Pokemon that I'm just not familiar enough with. I know it one-shots our Latios. But how fast is it? Speed 65. Whereas Gardevoir is speed 80. So we will outspeed it. Will a Choice Specs Thunderbolt be enough? Or should I consider what else this lady might have? Hang on. She does have a lot of things weak to electric, but she's also got a lot of things that are immune to electric. Does she have a lot of things weak to grass? Is Energy Ball even close to as strong as Thunderbolt? I need to... Whoop. Shift. I need to check moves. Energy Ball, 80. Thunderbolt, 95. Okay, choice made. So, let's give it a Choice Specs Thunderbolt and hope that that is enough to get rid of a Walrein. Not quite. But it wasted its turn on Hail. I mean, I guess it's not a total waste. It means I can't send in Cuthbert without losing his sash. Also, hey, Leoloon's immune to Hail. Nice. Weavile. Yeah, we do not leave Leoloon in front of that. There's no way in hell does she outspeed it. And it's got Stab Dark moves that are physical, which is a recipe for a dead Gardevoir. So Cuthbert loses his sash, but that's fine. He was going to lose it to the Hail anyway. And now we look at what specifically this Weavile can do. It's got a Razor Claw with Night Slash, Ice Punch, Aerial Ace, and Brick Break. So Aerial Ace and Brick Break are the only things it can do that are even neutrally effective to Cuthbert. I do not expect either one of those to pick up a KO, but then again, it's got Razor Claw, which can increase its... well, not can, does increase its crit rate. The choice here is between Iron Head and Bullet Punch. Is Weavile frail enough that a Bullet Punch can get rid of it? Let's see, what is your defense, Weavile? 65 with 70 HP. I don't think that's quite low enough that a Bullet Punch would do it. So I guess... well, if we use Iron Head or X-Scissor, we are committing to taking an attack anyway. So why not just Bullet Punch twice, huh? Yeah, the only difference is how much PP we spend if we are going to take an attack anyway. And sure, if I had used Iron Head, it would have gotten rid of the Weavile in one turn. But then again, spending another turn also drops another turn of Hail. And see, the Hail's gone now. And Aerodactyl in the back. Okay, we can Bullet Punch that. It's not going to go down, but we can Bullet Punch it. And we know for a fact our Latios can get rid of this Aerodactyl. It's gotten rid of this Aerodactyl before. And that Aerodactyl is now locked into Choice Band Aerial Ace. Which I guess is a stab move, but... Iron Head could have missed? I thought Iron Head was 100 accuracy. Have I been wrong this entire time? No, Iron Head's 100 accuracy. Alright, so here comes Palmer. And we've got Leoloon in front for the Cresselia. So admittedly, the Cresselia does have Signal Beam, which means that we gotta have Leoloon get rid of it pretty quick. I don't like that it outspeeds us. Don't like that one bit. But looks like we can take 3 signal beams. Yeah, that did 56 damage to us. So we... Assuming that wasn't like a low roll or anything, we can survive 2 more that do that exact same amount. Okay. I don't like that confusion. Lealoon, do not hit yourself. Dang it. We can now survive 0 more signal beams. So I believe we swapped to Cuthbert here. Because he at least... well, no, not quad resists. He single resists signal beam. Every time I get to Palmer with this team, something about the RNG makes me lose. Just a low probability thing happens that leads directly to my downfall. Alright, let's get this last X scissor in here. Flash fire. Okay. So it having flash fire means that I can use Lealoon as a pivot here. Probably. Alright. Cool, my fire type moves are boosted. All those fire type moves I definitely have. But Lealoon's here to break the focus sash. That's what she's here for. And that right there is going to be goodbye Lealoon, but she broke the sash. Though now we have an issue. What is Lealoon's special attack? It is 176. Choice specs is what, 50% boost? Alright, so a Thunderbolt from Latios is not, under any circumstance, going to pick up a KO here. That's a problem, and a big one. Because this Heatran knows Explosion. So we need to be praying that it doesn't click that. If it does click it, then we lose. Thank you for not clicking Explosion. We would have lost on the spot had there been an explosion. But there was not an explosion, and therefore we get this one chance. Because if it used Explosion, we would have only had a not full HP Cuthbert left to deal with all of Regigigas. Oh no. Okay, good. It didn't explode again. So, again, we have been gifted a chance. As long as this Flash Cannon doesn't crit. Alright. So, get rid of the Heatran before it can go boom. And now we've got Regigigas to deal with. Unfortunately, the Regigigas is going to one-shot my Latios, and my Latios is not going to one-shot this Regigigas. But we can at least get a Psychic in for some solid damage. It is a +1 Psychic from a Latios. I would have liked to see more. So now Cuthbert has to do the rest by himself. I think what we're gonna need here is for Stone Edge to miss if we want to win. I'm pretty sure that's what has to happen. Or we can get a crit with X-Scissor. That would also be nice. We did not get a crit with X-Scissor. Oh, it's using Earthquake. Probably because it sees a KO with it. So we probably lose. Oh, it didn't see a KO. Okay, so I used X-Scissor last time, and it didn't do enough. But we go faster. A Brick Break might do this. Come on. We did it. That's some ribbons. Yeah, you've told me this story before. I really don't care about it. Yay, commemorative ribbons. Now, I need to update the tracker. Hang on a minute. And updated. So hooray, we have additional ribbons. I do enjoy when we have not ribbonless days. Though that reminds me, there is another ribbon that I need to go get today. But that can wait. Okay. So we've got our singles done for now. Well, not done. We still need to get it on Emperor, but I think we need to restart our entire streak in order to get it for Emperor. I'm pretty sure we do. Because we only get the ribbons for beating Palmer in the single battle tower. And Palmer only shows up on battles 21 and 49. So let's do doubles for a bit. So we were doing Latios and Primus in front. And then two other Pokemon in back. Sometimes Suicune, sometimes Cuthbert, and then Leoloon. Since we are just working our way up right now, I think Suicune is a better pick than Cuthbert. Though trying to get ribbons on two Pokemon at once might be the way to go once we hit high enough to get ribbons. But I believe we've only done 2 sets of doubles so far. I can use psychic power, but I prefer ordinary sleight of hand magic tricks. I'm not a fan of that Dusclops. So let's go ahead and psychic it while Metagross Earthquakes. Shuka Berry. Not surprising. It's not gonna help though. Nice crit, probably unnecessary. Okay, Soul Rock levitates, so Earthquake is not going to hit that. But it will still get rid of Chansey, and we are locked into it with a Choice Band, so might as well just use it to get rid of the Chansey. Nice crit. Raise them with love, and Pokemon will answer in kind. Probably. Okay. Let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the Sharpedo, just because it's the only thing here that I'm actually concerned about outspeeding my Metagross. And then we'll Earthquake the both of them. Oh. Can I just say how pleased I am that I don't have to do the Gen 5 Battle Subway to get ribbons? Because needing to consider all the different items that can be held in this game is bad enough. Needing to consider all the different gems that they add in Gen 5... it's a little crazy, but then again, I'm not going to get to use a steel gem on my Scizor, which is a little sad. But then again, my Scizor is not Technician, so it's not going to be as nasty as it could have been. Steel Gem Technician Bullet Punch is a heck of a move. Wow, what a crit on Primus. When I close my eyes, I can picture you being defeated. Come on. Man, if only picturing something made it real. It's a rivalry, Luxio. Which means that Luxio against this team is completely nerfed. You know what's silly? They just added a Hitmontop card to Pokemon TCG Pocket. And that Hitmontop, he's a basic Pokemon. I mean, sure, we already had Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee who didn't have to evolve from Tyrogues, but in Gen 1 it's forgivable. And when Hitmontop shows up, Hitmontop has never existed in a game where it didn't have to evolve from Tyrogue. This is Tyrogue erasure in Pokemon TCG Pocket. But also, I honestly don't mind. I don't care for Tyrogue. Daddy, Mommy, can you hear me? Please watch over me. Yeah, Outlander, you would always be wrong because every Pokemon is someone's favorite Pokemon. But, yeah, I do not care for Tyrogue. I don't care for any baby Pokemon if we're being honest. But, whatever. In truth, I think baby Pokemon are just a bad concept that shouldn't exist. Like, they exist to make breeding a more interesting system. I get that. But, like, why, though? Why do we need baby Pokemon for that? And what's worse, why do most baby Pokemon have to evolve through friendship? Just pick one mechanic from the game they were introduced in to make them exemplars of. You don't have to do two. Especially when friendship evos, unless you're specifically going for them by, like, biking around for nothing else. It's so hard to get them efficiently, so you're stuck with this underpowered baby Pokemon until, like, level 40 sometimes. At least it feels that way. And then the ones that don't evolve through friendship evolve at, like, level 30, and it's like... why at that point? It's too late! Basically, I don't believe that any baby Pokemon should exist past level 15. Maybe even earlier. Honestly, if you can have a fully evolved bug Pokemon by any point in time, You should not be able to have an unevolved baby Pokemon at that point. Unless you deliberately chose to.
Over the years, I've crossed paths with many a trainer.
So what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that all baby Pokemon should evolve by level 10. Okay, we Thunderbolt the Mantine, and we Earthquake the Camerupt, though it'll probably survive one Earthquake. It did not survive the earthquake. Nice. Bayonet and Zangoose. Well, the Bayonet poses the bigger threat. And so it gets a Psychic. And it's got Shadow Sneak. So we can't even get rid of its threat. Now, Outlander, I'm aware of a few people who appreciate Spidops aesthetically. Though in terms of battle, I don't know a single person who appreciates it. Because it's bad. There's no end to adolescence or Pokemon. Nah, adolescence does end. You become an adult. Like, you can be a man-child all you want, but that doesn't mean you're adolescent. Yeah, Outlander is totally fine for Kingler to have more base attack than those things because those are all special attackers. But yes, it is amusing to look at things that have higher of certain stats than other things. Like, oh, Pidgeot can fly at Mach 2. But it has a speed stat of what, 80? Whatever its speed stat is, I forget the exact number. It's the exact same as Jinx. So Jinx is just as fast as a bird that flies at Mach 2. Let's go me! Go me go! Don't lose, don't lose! Rah rah rah! We've seen this girl before. Ooh, we got some fully evolved Pokemon up in here. And they're both steel types, which is kind of annoying. But they're also both quad weak to Earthquake. And they can't both have Shuka Berries. And this isn't Gen 5, so Sturdy won't keep Magnezone from dying in one hit. So we Dragon Pulse the Flygon and Earthquake the Jolteon. Or we get Thunder Waved by the Jolteon. But Lumberry, haha! Not gonna lie, I had forgotten about my Lumberry for a moment there. That Lumberry has been so useful over the course of this entire Battle Frontier or Battle Tower arc. Like, I'm sure there are other items that would have been very nice to use on Latios. Like, if I put choice specs on it, we wouldn't have had to set up on nearly as many battles. But that Lumberry has made a huge difference a lot of times. Well, Jolteon, you can't paralyze both of us. So, pretty sure that puts us at a streak of 21 in the doubles tower. Yep, 21. You know what? Let's use Emperor. He's got Follow Me. Gotta let it actually get some use. Even though he doesn't have Eviolite in this game. Either way, we barely ever see anything other than Latios and Metagross. Because those two happen to be very good Pokemon that work well together. They don't share any actual weaknesses. Oh, hey, it's this lady again. They don't share any actual weaknesses. They hit hard. And they target different defenses. Ooh. I don't think I want to use Earthquake against this duo. I think I want to Psychic the Hitmonlee and Meteor Mash the Piloswine. And we got the attack boost again. I swear, when I use Meteor Mash on Primus here, it feels like the attack boost is more like 50% than 10%. Okay, that Clefable does not want to see a Meteor Mash. But it's going to. Shame it doesn't have its weakness to Meteor Mash yet, but it's still going to go down in one hit. That feel when you're slower than a thing you're trying to paralyze and you use Thunder Wave and it just has a Lumberry? And of course we missed with Meteor Mash. Of course we did. If you prevail, I'll recount to you a tale from my youth. Cacturn and Cloyster. Interesting. So, the Cacturn's actually capable of doing super effective attacks to at least one of us. But the Cloyster resists physical damage pretty dang well. So we're going to Thunderbolt it. And let's Ice Punch the Cacturn. Of course the Cloyster is protecting. Ice Punch from a Choice Band Metagross ought to still get rid of a Chansey. Because Chansey is allergic to physical damage. So, I'll see you folks tomorrow when this HP bar is done draining. Oh no, Latios' physical attack. He forgot a tale from his youth? How do you like my cape? I had it specially made. Okay, Dragon Tamer. If you have actual dragons, you are in for a bad time. I see an actual dragon. And one that I don't want to let survive long enough for Metagross to actually get to Ice Punch it, so yeah, we're gonna Dragon Pulse it. Glad to see we outspeed it. and glad to see it go down in one hit. So this dragon tamer clearly learned his definition of dragons from Lance. Clearly. Clearly. Okay, let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the Skarmory, and we're locked into Meteor Mash, so let's use a neutral effective Meteor Mash on Lapras. Like, Aerodactyl, you can make an argument, at least in the original Japanese release of the game, that it is a dragon. Because as I've stated before, the term for dinosaur in Japanese, Kyoryu, basically means ancient dragon. But I guess you could also, at least in theory, try to apply that term to Lapras. But what you can't do is apply it to Skarmory. Actually, no, you can, because birds are dinosaurs. Dang! I guess this guy's whole team was, in fact, dragons. Nice para. The para meant nothing. An analogy for battling is, I'd say, a bachelor guy. Again, that means that I am an analogy for battling. Okay, let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the Beaver and Earthquake the Fairy. Oh hey, I found my stylus. That means I can put my other 3DS's stylus back where it goes. Start using the one that came out of this 3DS. Not that it makes much difference, they're both new 3DS XLs, the styli are interchangeable. But I like keeping the ones with the systems they came with. I wish I had more first-party replacements, honestly. Okay, let's go ahead and Psychic that monkey on out of here. There have been a couple times where I tried to buy replacement styli for new 3DS XLs from Nintendo's website back when they were still selling styli, but they sent me new 2DS XL styli, which do not fit. And admittedly, it was my fault because the description didn't mention new 3DS XL, but it also didn't mention new 2DS XL, and the shapes of the styli are basically the same. It's just a matter of how thick they are. So yeah, I've got a few styli with worn down nubs, so they slip out of the 3DS a little more easily than I would like. And that's only going to get worse as the years go on. I don't have any first-party replacements, which is sad. Back when the DS first came out, there was a company that made fancy styli for PDAs, because those were still a thing back then. Everyone, it's showtime. Get out and do some clobbering. But anyway, company was called PDA Panache. And yeah, they made fancy styli out of brass, and they actually made one for the original DS. And I got one of those. It was a $15 stylus, but I mean, hey, it had a nice heft to it, and a brass stylus. That thing's never gonna wear down rubbing against plastic. I kind of wish that that company was still making metal styli for DS systems. But alas, I don't believe there's any full metal option for a new 3DS XL stylus. And I'd rather get, whenever possible, I prefer getting the first-party styli, because those ones at least just fit perfectly. You don't have to force anything. It doesn't take any extra effort to pull it out or anything. Yeah, Outlander, I have never once lost a stylus for any of my DS systems, because I always put them back in, and whenever it gets to the point where they are coming out too easily, I replace them with ones that fit in more snugly. Which basically just means the little, like, nubbin on the back that holds it in is not worn down. So yeah, it's just, I've never misplaced a DS or 3DS stylus. And I don't intend to start. Wazam! So, you are my next victim. We've seen this guy in the singles tower. Ah yes, the psychic whose parents named him Beta. They just knew that he was destined to be Beta. Oh, quick claw Crawdaunt. That's probably goodbye Latios. Sure is. Wow, it's the first time any trainer in the doubles tower has taken a KO from us first. But we have Emperor in back. Ooh, don't like that reflect. That Crawdaunt has reflect to thank for its life. Meanwhile, not even reflect could save that Kadabra. Oh no, Crabhammer. Crabhammer is just such a fun name for a move. Okay, Emperor, I hope you go faster than that Golbat. Good. Just wanted to get rid of that reflect before Emperor went down. Not enough to get rid of the Crawdaunt, though. Interesting. So a reflect with no... or a Brick Break with no reflect does less damage than a Thunder Punch with reflect? I guess the stab makes up for the reflect, huh? Yeah, those are pretty much the same multiplier, aren't they? Alright, well, as long as the Crawdaunt doesn't get, like... Maybe Brick Break doesn't pierce Reflect on the turn it breaks it, but I think it's probably just stab against Reflect versus not stab against no Reflect. I think that's just the entire source of the difference. Yeah, basically what we need to have happen in order to win this is for Quick Claw to not go off, or for Primus to not miss Meteor Mash. It should be pretty easy. Hey, look, no Quick Claw, we win. But there was a chance there where Quick Claw went off and Meteor Mash missed that we could have been at risk of losing. My room is always full of bugs. That drives my mom just wild. One of those isn't a bug. I hope you realize that. I always want Armaldo to be a water type, because it lives in the water. But it's not a water type. So let's just go ahead and Psychic that, and we're going to Ice Punch the Tangrowth. And yeah, Armaldo gets to stick around for a turn, but it'll probably be fine. Oh, they both get to stick around for a turn. Oh, Tangrowth is frozen. Nice. Not gonna lie, I did not have Armaldo pegged as slower than Tangrowth. Okay, let's Thunderbolt the Fortress, and since we're locked into Ice Punch, we'll put that on the Pinsir. Well, that's gonna hurt. I don't like that the Pinsir is faster than Primus here. Nice crit. Okay, so... does Lealoon outspeed Pinsir? Maybe. I hope so. Ideally, what happens is she takes out the Fortress right away, and then the Pinsir gets to do whatever, and then Metagross gets rid of the Pinsir with Ice Punch. Pinsir is faster than Lealoon. That is not good for us. Okay, so now we've got to get through that Fortress with two physical attackers. One of whom is locked into Ice Punch. At least it doesn't resist electric. Nice crit. It wasn't that bad getting through that fortress. So that's 28. We're more than halfway there. No, Outlander, I would only have to be living on a prayer if I was exactly halfway there. But I'm more than halfway there. As evidenced by the fact that I didn't open my statement with, whoa, whoa. That's right, I'm the legendary kid in shorts who's the talk of the town. Okay, not a fan of that Charizard. I'll go ahead and open up with a Thunderbolt on its face. And do I Ice Punch the Sceptile? I think I Ice Punch the Sceptile. Don't like that Sceptile is faster than Latios. I also don't like the fact that Gen 4 Charizard's sprite makes it look like it's got a broken neck. Missed with Ice Punch, so... Or no, it's not Bright Powder, it just used Double Team. Like, literally right in front of us, just now. Oh, bye, Sceptile. Okay, Blaziken. Interesting choice. Why'd you bring 2 fire starters to this? Of course I put Thunderwave on Metagross, the one who doesn't have a Lumberry. But whatever, this is Blaziken gone. And then let's swap Metagross out for Leolune. Outlander, they didn't lock out evasion boosting moves in Battle Frontier because evasion boosting moves have never been illegal in official formats. Just because they're lame doesn't mean they're illegal. Okay. Let's go ahead and just Psychic the Sceptile, while Leolune Energy Balls the Lantern. Nice miss on Toxic. And the Lantern got to stick around long enough to do one more Thunder Wave. Sorry, Sceptile, but I don't think that Giga Drain's gonna help you survive this Psychic. I have to wonder why that trainer pulled the Sceptile back, though. Like, they gave up their evasion boost. Did they just not have any means of hitting Latios and Metagross neutrally? Outlander, add Toxic to that. It had Double Team, Giga Drain, and Toxic that we know of. Oh, hey, it's Cape Guy again. Let's see if this time he has a team entirely composed of actual dragons. Okay, nope. You cannot argue that those two are dragons. Rhydon, you can maybe get kind of close to arguing that it's a dragon. Typhlosion is under no circumstances a dragon. It is a badger. Nice crit Psychic. Okay, Meganium we can consider a dragon. Drapion we cannot. So yeah, this Dragon Tamer had one dragon and one... Does a Rhydon even count? I don't think it does, but like, you can make the case. But Drapion, Typhlosion, those are cases you cannot make. Those are not dragons. It's his time to shine. I'm sorry to do this to you, Emperor, but you're going to use Follow Me to keep Primus safe so that it can Earthquake them and you and pick up a double KO. Maybe a triple KO if you survive the Crunch and definitely Solar Beam coming your way. Yeah, you're not surviving that. So, good news, Emperor. Primus isn't the one responsible for you going down. I almost said carding. Carding is not a thing that you do in Pokemon. I've been pondering. Oh, hey, it's this kid who's gonna turn into Shorts Man. Okay, Jinx has been annoying to us in the past. Let's go ahead and psychic... Yeah, we'll psychic the Victory Bell and just Meteor Mash the Jinx. There we go. Or maybe we won't Meteor Mash the Jinx. Would have been nice to see that Empoleon actually go down. But it is nice to see the Jinx miss. Also would have been nice to see Metagross wake up. It looks like we have 2 turns of sleep under our belts. We haven't actually used Meteor Mash. I could swap to Earthquake, but the Empoleon's going down to this Thunderbolt anyway. Perish Song. Alright, that's 3 turns of sleep for Primus. In modern days, that would mean that Primus is guaranteed to wake up this turn. But sleep still goes for 4 or 5 turns maximum in Gen 4, so we have no such guarantee. Oh. Well, I guess Primus is guaranteed to go down to Perish Song. That Electrode has Bright Powder. Does getting rid of the Jinx also get rid of the Mean Look? Not that it matters, our Perish count is still at 2. Which means we've still got 2 more turns to get rid of this Electrode. All I need is for 1 Earthquake to land. Past a Bright Powder. We got a Psychic through. And we got an Earthquake through. So yeah, Perish Song meant nothing. But also, that has shown that I do probably need to give higher priority to getting rid of Jinxes. Because Lovely Kiss is annoying. Fwa? Do you mean to challenge me? What do you mean, fwa? I believe it's tea time. That feel when both of those are weak to things that Latios knows, but I can't use Latios to attack both of them at once. So let's Thunderbolt the Wailord so that it's less able to Water Spout, I guess. And we'll Zen Headbutt the Machamp. Almost got rid of the whale. whistle has been wet. Just the idea of Wailord moving fast enough to use Double Team. It's a silly idea. I don't think Latios outspeeds Weavile. But let's try and Dragon Pulse it anyway. We're locked into Zen Headbutt on Primus, but he can probably get rid of a Wailord with it as long as he hits. And Latios does outspeed Weavile. Hooray. That's right, I think we've actually seen that before. As long as the Weavile doesn't have like a speed boosting nature, I think Latios does outspeed it. Oof, one shot. And we missed the Zen Headbutt. Great. That's right, Zen Headbutt isn't perfect accuracy, and the Wailord used Double Team. Let's not swap into Lealoon while there's still a Weavile on the field. And let's go ahead and try to Brick Break it. Because at this point we do need the Weavile gone. Unless I want to swap Metagross out for Gardevoir to get it unlocked from Zen Headbutt. Outlander, I cannot claim to know what Pokemon do and don't learn Double Team via TM. I just know that I don't like to see Double Team. And of course, we missed the Wailord again. And Emperor got frozen. Great. Okay, we've got an Ursaring in the final slot. Let's try to Thunder Punch this whale. Maybe we unfreeze naturally? Nope. But we landed the Zen Headbutt, so the whale's gone. Now we just need to worry about that Ursaring, which I bet it knows Earthquake. Watch it know Earthquake. Hey, that's not Earthquake. Come on, get paralyzed. What is even the point of having static? Okay. We don't have anything super effective against this guy, so let's just go for damage. Couple of psychic type moves coming your way, bear. And we win. It was closer than it had to be because we missed with way too many Zen Headbutts. But we win. I've been taught every opponent has a weakness. If I can find yours... Pretty sure we've battled this girl in the singles tower as well. Okay, Latios. Dragon Pulse the Mismagius. Metagross. Earthquake the Ampharos. Interesting, using Shadow Ball on the Metagross instead of the Latios. That Earthquake's just for you, Ampharos. Hope you enjoy it. Looks to me like you enjoyed it. I mean, look at that pose. That Ampharos looked so happy when it went down. Okay. Steelix is a bit of a problem for us. But it does still take a bunch of damage from Earthquake. Like, not as much as it could, but... it'll still take a decent amount. This is a choice band super effective Earthquake. Yeah, Outlander Beldum can't learn Double Team because Beldum can't learn anything. Shukaberry. If I was a Steelix, I'd probably rock a Pasho Berry instead of a Shuka Berry, because Pasho is the one that does water, right? And Steelix has physical bulk for days. Earthquake is almost always going to target physical. Okay, I want that Pinsir gone. Unfortunately, it outspeeds my Metagross, which means we are probably losing the Metagross. Now the Pinsir's even faster. Oh no. Oh hey, it doesn't outspeed Metagross. Good. We're not losing Metagross to Pinsir. We're losing it to Steelix still, but nice crit on the Pinsir. Little unnecessary. Would have liked to see the crit on the Steelix. Ooh, nice miss with the Fire Fang. We get to keep Primus. But we can't do neutral damage to the Steelix with Latios, but it doesn't matter. I have no reason to switch. Latios gets the KO because Steelix has no special defense. There was a brief moment where the Pinsir had me scared.
So, what exactly is a ninja, you may ask?
Are you not going to tell me? Tangrowth and Snorlax. The Snorlax is easily the one that I feel more threatened by here. And thus, we go all in on it. Goodbye, Snorlax. Magmortar. Okay, I believe we swap Primus out this turn. And we Psychic the Magmortar in hopes that it doesn't appreciate being Psychicked. Let's swap to Emperor. Okay, Magmortar lived, but its special defense is decreased, and it missed the Fire Punch. Probably down to Emperor having Bright Powder. So this Psychic will absolutely get rid of Magmortar, and then we can Ice Punch that there Tangrowth if the two double teams don't make us miss forever. That Ice Punch didn't do very much. 3 double teams on this Tangrowth. Ooh. Don't like that Tyranitar. But, on the other hand, it has in fact put this Tangrowth on a clock. Okay, so let's just make sure the Tyranitar gets the heck out of here. Because I don't want it hanging around. Thankfully, Emperor is faster than Tyranitar, and Brick Break... Okay, Emperor is not faster than Tyranitar, but Brick Break is still quadruply effective. And if that Tyranitar had used Crunch instead of Ice Punch, we would have lost Latios. But, since Tyranitar did not choose to use Crunch, we keep our Latios. Not a fan of that Leech Seed, that's for sure. But we can swap off of Emperor to get rid of the seeding. Oof, yeah, as long as we've got someone seeded, that Tangrowth is no longer on a clock. So let's go ahead and swap to Primus. Hey, nice hit with Psychic. Very nice hit with Psychic. Okay, and since it used Double Team again, we win this round. So his answer to the question of what is a ninja is maybe some ninjas are weak? It's an interesting definition of ninja. Oh hey, it's Uho guy. He's showing up relatively early this time. Poliwrath and Forretress. So the Poliwrath is definitely the bigger threat here. So let's go all in on it. Looks like that Forretress is going to stick around being annoying for a little while longer, probably. Actually, no, let's Thunderbolt the Forretress and just hope that Metagross doesn't hit himself. I guess we gotta survive this Earth Power too, huh? Oh, of course it crit. Great. Another double teaming Forretress. Okay, let's use Leoloon here. Oh, you better look out. This Gardevoir has Poison Point. Okay. If we land... I used the moves with the wrong Pokemon. I meant to use Psychic on Nidoqueen with Leoloon. And then Thunderbolt with Latios. But I guess this is fine too. Just means Leoloon is locked into Thunderbolt. Thanks for getting rid of my Lumberry. Okay, and it's a ride-on and back, which means I need to actually swap off a Blealoon. See, this is why it would have been better if I had used the moves with the right Pokemon. Let's Psychic the ride-on, because that'll probably get rid of it. And then we'll bring Emperor in just to unlock Leoloon from Thunderbolt. As soon as the ride-on is gone, that opposing team has no more offensive pressure. But unfortunately, it survived and got an outrage off on Latios, which is not going to tickle, that's for sure. Wow, you swaggered your own ride-on, huh? Oh, I see. Well, sorry, but your ride-on doesn't outspeed either of my Pokemon, so, yeah, it's just gonna have a bad time. Because there is nothing keeping that ride-on from going down to Emperor's attack. Specifically Emperor's, because Leoloon is locking back into Thunderbolt. Because it's the only thing she can hit Fortress neutrally with. So yeah, we're just going to Brick Break this Ride-On down. Goodbye, Ride-On. So, for this Fortress to win, it needs us to keep missing while it gets us swaggered so that we defeat ourselves with our own attacks. It's a long shot, but the Fortress can, in fact, still win. The Fortress can't win anymore. So I think that's 35? Yeah, that's 35. So we need 2 more sets of 7, and then I think we still have to do one more battle after that, because you have to get a streak of 50 to get the ribbons. But hey, let's go for it. Latios Primus has yet to fail us as an opener. And I think we're actually probably better off with Cuthbert than Emperor. Because fighting is the only non-doubled up type that Emperor offers us for offensive moves. Cuthbert offers us bug and fighting, while also having a bunch of resistances, making it an easier pivot. Admittedly, Suicune would also be a good choice. Having water-type moves on the team would be nice, as would having ice moves other than Ice Punch, but we're gonna go Cuthbert, because the only water move that Suicune has is freaking Brine. If only Suicune could have Scald already, but it hasn't been invented yet. Gotta wait another generation before water can be hot. Did you want to see my Pokemon? Okay, sure. Just a peek, though. Arnold. We've seen this guy before in the singles tower as well. Do these trainers not have different sets of Pokemon between singles and doubles towers? I guess not. Unless... Is this the... No, this is just... how it is. Okay. Well then. That means that these two Pokemon he's got going on here... where's Honchkrow? There it is. Honchkrow's got Life Orb, Dark Pulse, Air Cutter, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. And is modest. Which makes sense, considering those are all special moves. Let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the bird. And Dusknoir is Scope Lens, Shadow Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch. It's a very punchy Dusknoir. But let's punch it first. And goodbye, bird. And goodbye, ghost. Ooh, and the attack boost. I like your Metagross. So let's Thunderbolt the Metagross while we Meteor Mash the duck. That should be curtains for Porygon. Stab, Choice Band, +1 Meteor Mash is, with a crit on top? Yeah. Okay. Primus really wanted that Porygon gone, that's for sure. And we survived the Ice Punch, alright. Let's go ahead and Thunderbolt that while Primus swaps out. Because, yeah, he's not going to be a whole lot of use against a Metagross when he is locked into Meteor Mash. So admittedly, landing this Thunderbolt and then a Meteor Mash would get rid of that Metagross, like, on the spot. But it's fine, because it's going to be focusing on getting rid of Latios. And it's paralyzed, so it might not even be able to do that. Okay, it is going to be able to do that. But at this point, we have won the battle. There is 0 chance that we lose here. Unless that Metagross, like, has a secret Bright Powder on it. Which it doesn't, it's an Okaberry. Which reduces fire damage. So yeah, we just click Earthquake and then we win. But we don't even need to win with Earthquake because this Thunderbolt's going to get rid of the Metagross. Dude did damage to exactly one of my Pokemon. Oh, launching. Oh, it's Avalanche of Moves guy. We've seen you before. pen again. Okay, so we Dragon Pulse the Flygon, and we Ice Punch the Gliscor. So that should just be no more Flygon. If past is precedent, which it is. And the Gliscor, I think... yeah, the Gliscor definitely survives this because... Why did I... Oh, it used Earthquake. I was like, why did I use Earthquake? I didn't. It did. So I think we survived this Earthquake without too much trouble, yeah. But the Gliscor does survive this because it's got a Focus Sash. But maybe it gets frozen? Nice crit. If only crits went through Focus Sashes. Imagine how upset VGC players would be if crits did go through Focus Sashes. Oh, they would be so up in arms. Okay, let's get rid of the Gliscor before it can use Earthquake again. And then, do we just sacrifice Metagross to this Swampert's definite Earthquake that's coming? Actually, what does this Swampert have? I'm sorry, Earth Power. It might also be using Counter, but... yeah, that's an Earth Power. Unsurprising. Let's bring in Leoloon. Probopass, huh? Well, let's just start Thunderbolting the Probopass while Leoloon eliminates the Swampert. We've lost our best answer to Probopass, but it's not going to be able to take down all three of my Pokemon by itself. And Cuthbert with Brick Break is still a pretty decent answer to Probopass. Not an ideal answer, but a decent one. Would be better if it knew, or if it had Technician and had a good attack IV and nature. I think it's like timid. Cuthbert, what are you? I guess we can't check the nature from here, but suffice it to say, Cuthbert is not as strong as a Scizor should be. Because I just accepted him as he was instead of re-rolling for a better one. Nice crit. Cuthbert didn't have to do anything. Oh hey, it's Rumors of Hidden Treasures guy. So, Ruin Maniac Samuel, immediately following Ruin Maniac Pen, is kind of hilarious because they have the exact same pool of Pokemon. Which means this is the exact same Flygon we just one-shot in the last battle. Now, I think we swap off of Primus here. Because Primus isn't going to do much to a Steelix. And because we get Levitate on Leoloon, the earthquake that's almost certainly coming doesn't even touch her. Man, that was a better switch than I thought it was when I chose to do it. I was resigning myself to taking an earthquake from a Steelix. Oh, it's using Curse. I guess we're not taking an earthquake from a Steelix. Gastrodon, okay. I guess in that case, we have Latios just Psychic the Steelix, because Lealoon is one-shotting this Gastrodon. At least I think she is. Yeah, it's got a Shell Bell, so it's eating this ×4 Choice Specs Electro Ball. I don't think it survives that. Okay, Curse Gyro Ball. Interesting strategy. I mean, hey, it scored the one-shot on Latios, so I guess it is. Okay. Let's bring Primus back. I like your Metagross. And, get this, we can Earthquake with Primus because Lealoon is levitating. I'm glad that guy had his Flygon in the right slot instead of the left one. Made Lealoon much better for this battle than she otherwise would have been. And that Metagross believes that it needs to go slower. So this battle is won at this point. Because the Metagross has an Oka Berry, still, and not Bright Powder. It would need to rely on many, many Bright Powder hacks to actually win this battle. But it doesn't get them. And thus do we win. My cats are acting like they're starving to death. Their dinner time isn't for another 26 minutes. And I know for a fact their dry food bowls have food in them. But these are just cats being cats. Let my exquisite melody ring out. Hear my Pokemon shout out. Guitarist Chase. Well, I know we're using Earthquake. Let's see here. Chase's Metagross has an Oka Berry. Does Ampharos get Lightning Rod? No, it gets Status. Status? Static. It gets Static. Which means that Latios can Thunderbolt the Metagross, and Primus can Earthquake the both of them, which should be a double KO. Because that there is a Chesto Resto Ampharos. With Charge Beam, Hyper Beam, and Thunder Wave. Okay, we got another thing weak to ground. And an Alakazam. Look at her with her short mustache. Why am I even going for the... Well, I'm going for the Alakazam because there's a chance that we could get the KO. Probably not, but whatever. Shadow Ball from the Jolteon is a little unpleasant. Oh, and the Alakazam outspeeds Latios. So, goodbye Latios then. But there's no way the both of these things are surviving Earthquake unless that Lax Incense on the Jolteon makes us lose, or miss, rather. I guess it could also make us lose, but that's less likely. Especially not now that it's taken the hit. Taken the crit, even. And I don't believe Alakazam survives this either. Yep, not while it's holding Wise Glasses.
I can sink your sort with minimal effort.
We've seen this lady in the singles tower before. Don't remember her name, though. We've only seen her once, I'm pretty sure. Lady Juliana, that's right. The one who shares her name with a future Pokemon game protagonist. Alrighty, so let's Dragon Pulse the Executor and then Earthquake the both of them. Luxray has Signal Beam, which could be bad for Latios if it survives this. But that's fine. Executor, Hypnosis Dream Eater, Leech Seed Ingrain. Luxray is gone, and Executor sticks around. And it used Hypnosis on Metagross, dang! Why couldn't it have been Latios? Okay, since Metagross is locked into Earthquake, I don't think we keep it around at this point. Let's go ahead and swap to Lealoon. Wait, we traced the Levitate when it's on the left side now? Does Levitate just choose randomly in this game? Or rather, does Trace choose randomly in this game? I mean, I definitely appreciate getting Levitate on Lealoon again, but, like... feels weird that it traced the Levitate instead of the... whatever ability the freaking... other thing had. The Executor. That's right, it was an Executor. Let's Thunderbolt the Wailord and Wheel Energy Ball the Claydol. Because Energy Ball is good against both of those things. Ooh, nice para. Window Berry, huh? Interesting. Of all the things that Claydol is weak to, it's got a berry for grass? I wonder why they went specifically with the berry for grass. Hopefully... this Thunderbolt still gets through an Amnesia'd Wailord. And this Energy Ball absolutely gets rid of that Claydol. Oh, so Trace still picks a random opponent. Interesting. I guess I'm just... You know, when they made it so that imposter dittos did the Pokemon directly across, I guess I assumed that meant that everything did the opponent directly across, but guess not. Feed the Pokemon you catch or they will flee, do you see? But if you feed the Pokemon in the Great Marsh, then it makes them more likely to flee. Mark. I just realized I wasn't paying attention to what moves the Pokemon on that last guy's team could have had. Okay, that Dugong. That Dugong. That Dugong! Dugongs scare me these days. And yet, that one there has got a Slack Berry, so it'll get faster if we get it low without killing it. And oh boy, Sheer Cold Horn Drill, Rest and Sleep Talk. The only thing that Dugong can do is get one-hit KOs. That Dugong. Okay, yeah, I think we Earthquake. Dragon Pulse Earthquake, I hope, gets rid of Dugong before it does anything terrible. It does not get rid of Dugong before it does anything terrible. There's no way this Earthquake is going to get that KO. But let's bank on the 66% chance of not eating a Sheer Cold or Horn Drill. Nice. Okay, Stone Edge on Latios is unpleasant, but not a KO. And our next Earthquake from Primus will get rid of the Gastrodon. Hopefully Latios still outspeeds the Dugong. If not, 66%, baby. Okay, we're good. Dugong does not get to KO anybody. Get out of here. I do not like seeing one-hit KO moves in the battle tower. Because if they get a KO with a one-hit KO move, then you can actually say that bad RNG cost you a Pokemon. Alright, let's go ahead and Thunderbolt the Wailord and Earthquake again. And as soon as probably Latios goes down, we'll swap to Lealoon, who will Energy Ball things until we win this battle. Though probably not going to Energy Ball that Wailord, because it's gone now. Alright, Lealoon, you get to clean up the Swampert, which will be absolutely no issue at all for you. Because that Choice Specs Energy Ball has no chance of not KOing a Swampert at that low health. And here's opponent number 7. Or really, opponent number 42. Oh, hey, it's TM Lady. Pokefan, what's her name? Europa. Opening with a pair of Pokemon who take at least neutral damage from ground. Let's go ahead and Psychic the Vileplume and then Earthquake the Skuntank, which will still be alive. The Vileplume won't, though. It's not going to survive this Psychic. Which, I mean, look at how sad that Vileplume's... Oh, it is going to survive the Psychic. But yeah, look at how sad that Vileplume's face is. It knows this Earthquake is coming. Dang, Gladios got one shot. I don't like that. But hey, we picked up both KOs with Primus. Trading one Latios for 2 KOs on that side is probably okay. Though Primus is now locked into Earthquake. Ah, it was a crit crunch. I missed the it was a critical hit thing because I was looking at their team. That Staraptor is annoying. But I think what we do is we swap off of Primus at this point. And now I have to make a choice. Which do I want to get rid of? I think the Marowak is more dangerous to Cuthbert than the Staraptor is. So we'll get rid of the Marowak with Energy Ball, and we'll swap Primus out for Cuthbert. Assuming, of course, the Staraptor doesn't get rid of Leoloon first. Of course. Alright. Well, we are no longer locked into Earthquake. And Ice Punch is good against both of these. But we are now in serious danger. Because if that Marowak is faster than Primus, then we are in for a bad time. I know that Staraptor is going to be faster than Cuthbert, which means that a Bullet Punch right now is basically Cuthbert's only chance to do anything. So we'll get that Bullet Punch. U-turn, interesting choice. Please pick up this KO, Primus. Otherwise, we are in big trouble. We did not pick up the KO. I should have Bullet Punched the Marowak. But also, I fully expected that Ice Punch to get rid of the Marowak. But yeah, we lose now because I did not Bullet Punch the Marowak. I should have Bullet Punched the Marowak. Well then. Well, given the time, I do believe it's time to end the stream anyway. So, yeah. That's going to be it for this stream. I'll be back on Tuesday, at which point I will try to be back at a win streak of 42. Because, yeah. And I will also be ready to get Emperor a ribbon in the single tower. So yeah, that's it for this stream. Thanks folks for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will see you on Tuesday for hopefully more ribbons. See you then, friends.